Alright, we're back in Darkest Dungeon. Sorry, I missed a day. I was pretty busy. But, let's see. Where we left off is we did our second successful run. We did the short run, and then we did the medium run in the ruins. Not sure what comes next. Logical progression would be that not the long one comes next, but we might have also unlocked a new area, too. But let's take a look at the sanitarium. The sanitarium treats quirks and diseases. So, let's look into some of our characters, perhaps. Because I think we had some pretty bad stuff going on. Let's see. Mangy lost some speed. Lord Verd generally does... Oh. He's light sensitive, so he loses light. I mean, he loses damage in a light situation, which is not good. Knackle's problems don't matter to me. Losing damage on my character that mostly heals, not a big deal. Someone was really bad. There we go. Yeah, so we got -5 dodge on Thamurd. That's not great. And I think we got something bad on Lucas. Yes. Lucas has -5 accuracy, -10% damage. That's a big deal. I think that's the biggest problem we have right now. So, it makes sense, I think. What? Satanophobia. Okay. I was concerned there. I thought that Satanophobia was, I read it as sanitophobia, as in like, he's afraid of sanitariums, what have you done? No, he has issues with other things, but mainly, let's deal with this lockjaw situation. Also, what kind of upgrades can we get for this place? Let's see. We can reduce the cost of treatments, and we can increase the number of sanitarium treatment slots, which means, looks like we can treat up to 3 people at once, although right now we can only do 1. So, increasing a slot, we would need 24 bus and 12 crests. I have neither of those, but I can reduce cost by 10% if I use 6 bus and 3 crests. I figure I might as well...
Curious methodologies and apparatus can calm even the most tormented soul.
I'm a big proponent of doing cost reduction upgrades early in the game, simply because that means that you'll save more money in the long run. I could do a second upgrade, but I'm concerned that I might have use for these items elsewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and try to remove the lockjaw. It'll cost me $13.50. Not terrible, especially for such a big debuff happening to a relatively useful character. Restrain me not, I'm here of my own volition. Okay? And so I assume he'll be stuck here for a while, but that's fine, he was stressed out anyway, so I wasn't going to take him in the next fight necessarily, although not as stressed as Thamurd. So, I should look into how I want to de-stress Thamurd. Do we have anything? He's clumsy and winded, okay. Nothing specific about where he can and cannot go. He uses dark magic, so I'm going to assume maybe not the Abbey. I'm going to say let's go to the tavern and see where I can take him. So we can't gamble, because that spot's taken over, unless I want to upgrade it to get another slot. So should I just get him drinking? I could just get him drinking some more. Or I could take him to the brothel. Let's get him drinking.
Strong drink, a game of chance, and companionship.
Did a little upgrade to further help the cost as we go along. That'll cost me $8.50. So, not ideal, but it's good to keep up with the problems that happen to my friends. So we have the stagecoach, which is where I get more heroes. But this week there's the same classes I already have. So the only reason to recruit someone would be to duplicate a slot. A main potential would be, it might be nice to get a second healer, but I don't know about that right now. I think I'm gonna pass for now, and then it looks like there's a nomad weekend, which I can only I have to complete more quests to unlock it. I don't know if that means I'm gonna be having different kinds of warriors I can unlock or what. I think, let's see, let's look into upgrading Lord Verd. I think let's go to the blacksmith and see if I can afford anything for this guy. So you're my frontline dude. So let's see, you currently do 6 to oh right, I have to upgrade to even get the shit. My bad. I forgot that I have a use for these I have a specific use for these crests, which is to upgrade the blacksmith so I can use him in the first place. I keep forgetting that this guy, weirdly enough, you can't even use him until you upgrade him, because he doesn't have the capacity to do any of those slots. Let's see what we can teach one of our characters. Maybe train our healer to be better at healing, for example. Or do I have to upgrade something to even gain access to that too? Right, I forgot. I can learn new skills, but I can't upgrade my current skills till I upgrade something here. I'm probably being a little too hasty with some of my usage here. What is this? Hand of Light. It attacks Minus 33% damage is how much it deals. A slight increase in crit makes your enemy have reduced damage and accuracy. Can only be used when you're near the front lines. Huh. I'm happy with this character having 2 heals right now. I like that almost everything they do heals them in some way. Let's see. Oh, a stun ability. I don't really use the melee bash because I mostly keep the healer in the back, so I think it could be handy to grab a stun for this character. I'm gonna go for that. Let's go ahead and toggle off the bash and grab that stun. So now they have a ranged attack that heals that lets Sosni heal themselves. They have a stun, they have a single target heal, and they have a AoE heal for the whole party. Very, very handy character until they inevitably die horribly. I'm not gonna pretend it's not gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen at some point. So, I believe the best approach is just to set out into the next mission and see what happens. Probably everyone dying horribly, if I were to guess. So, we've already done... Oh, explore 90% of rooms. The last ones were complete all the battles. The new one is explore 90% of rooms in general. So this is it's a medium one. Interesting. I thought it was going to be long, but this is the third one of the ruins is medium. The reward is identical to the one that said do 90%. Interestingly enough, and I believe I unlocked a new one. Here it is. I have access to the Wild. I actually don't necessarily know what that thing is, but it looks like we have to clear a path to the boss, progress 0%. Oh, 75% up here. So if I do this third run, I might get a chance to go further in. So this one's called Explore. Unholy machinations have crushed together hallway and vault. Explore your ancestral home as far as you are able. So I'm going to go Lord Verd in the front line. Main G right behind him as backup melee. Knackelson as our rogue. And Sosni as our healer. I'm sure things will go great. We won't die horribly at all. So step 1, what we learned last time is that the key difference between doing really well and really poorly is, hey, maybe bring a lot of torches along. That seemed to really... Fuck it. So many torches. Torches are not very expensive in general, and clearly having a lot of them around is very handy, because it means that we're going to keep our stress from going up too fast, we're going to keep the monsters from being too strong, and just generally improve our chances. Shovel and key, both to hopefully give us the ability to progress without anything bad happening. And yeah, like always, we'll figure out the exact balance for food and torch as time goes on, but for now I'm kind of winging it. I'm sure things will go great. It's not like I've lost anyone in the ruins before, except, you know, my only freaking medieval doctor dude. My Renaissance doctor. Was it called a plague doctor? No, that's just what they're called in general. I don't remember what the class was.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Alright, we're back in the field. Once again, having another run with a healer. Oh, right, I have to pick up destination on the map. Let's zoom out. Ooh. Aren't you a big complicated map? I think I'm going to go north first, is what makes sense, because I can go up, and then I can sort of loop back and forth snake style, I think. It is a little bit of a weird layout. Alright, let's get going. I'm sure we'll do great, and no one's going to die horribly at all, and... Oh. Trap! Why the traps? That was invisible, right? Every time I get surprised by a trap, I'm like, what happened? Like, I feel like if there was a trap in plain inside, I would have noticed it, I think. Alright. Set the new destination. So far, not a whole lot going... Let's zoom in a little bit on the map, because it's hard to tell what I'm looking at. There we go. What is this thing? Let's have our leper take care of it. The best choice, right? Use the person who can't even tell when something goes wrong. Oh, I keep forgetting I have to use it my main person. And earn old's ashes of the departed. This is... Yeah, let's desecrate some corpses. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do we have a new negative trait? Fear of the beast, dark temptation. I don't know if any of those were new necessarily. Infested by the ashes. Huh. I'm sure it'll probably pay off later. Well, check this box too. Hey, stashed heirlooms, that works out. Crests. Those will be good for my upgrades later, especially when I throw them away at something useless instead of the good thing that I should be really spending them on. We're entering a new room. I'm gonna pump up that torch a bit. So, still nothing in here. So far, very empty run. This is a little surprising. Oh! Why are there always traps, and why is specifically the guy that in my party that seems like he'd be prone to not getting hit by traps getting hit by every trap? Alright. Come on, main G. Loot! Hey!
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Jade and medicinal herbs, so we can cure diseases and maladies. That'll be handy. You don't currently have a disease, though, do you? There's nothing listed on your hotbar anyway. So I think we're doing fine so far. No fights. Wow. Nothing in here? Wow, okay. Use another torch to keep up. We are already exploring we're headed towards room 5 now, and nothing has attacked us yet, except for some asshole traps, but I don't think I can do anything about that. Oh! And we have combat just like that. Hello, highwayman. You want to do a little bit of a fun AoE against these multiple targets? 2 to 5 damage each, 2 and 3 chance of hitting, so it's likely to do about 6 damage to the overall group, to 2 of them in particular. Or it could completely fucking kick ass and do 12 damage and hit everybody. That's awesome. Alright, so we have the self-protection / torch ability. We have a stun. Zealous accusation AoE, that's probably a good move. Just to, when you're fighting trash mobs, I think the best approach is just to kill them as fast as possible so they can't do long-standing damage. Or they can both dodge. I really should... Wait, that might have had an effect that was highly dodgeable. I should have checked that for sure. So these are mostly defensive abilities. I might as well do an attack and try to wipe one of them out before they get to fight.
Confidence surges as the
There
enemy
we go.
crumbles.
I'll try to do better at checking status effects this time, because as was pointed out by a commenter last time, I made a mistake and was not checking the effects of certain things, which is me being dumb. Let's see, should I just go for a chop? Do I have a good hit? Oh wow, terrible hit chance with chop. It really is the stun that has a great chance of hitting usually, but in general he's got really bad chances. Okay, well then I'll just do a defensive spell that'll reduce my stress a bit. That'll help undo the effects from earlier, and let the rest of the party continue to deal with other issues. Oh right, I understand what's going on here. Fear of the beast. Minus 10 accuracy against beasts. So that'll be definitely after this mission when he probably has some stress buildup or something, and I want to let him sit out of round. I'm probably gonna want to have main G remove his beast problem next, because he is unfortunately terrible against them right now. May have wanted to cast revenge just to help myself with the mischance. I think I'm just gonna go for a hit and hopefully stun somebody. Or miss, yeah. I mean, he had a better chance of hitting than missing, but still not great. So my main character, not my main character, Lord Averted by Tank is marked. Takes more damage from some targeted attacks. Just sounds like a good reason to wipe these dudes out as fast as possible, right? Hopefully. Not a great hit chance, but as far as I know, there's no reason. Yeah, they just have a 1 in 3 chance of missing, and it was just they just got lucky last time.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
They didn't get lucky this time. Torch.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
We got crests and deeds. It's not a bad spot to be in at all. Alrighty. Part of me wishes that some of these buffs I would cast would sort of persist out of combat a bit. So multiple paths here, and it looks like the path I was already planning on taking, snaking back and forth, is the right way to go, because there's going to be 2 treasure along the way, and no apparent hit of traps or danger. Lord Verd, you wanna light this? You salvaged the unburnt torch. Hey, and we got crests out of it. I don't know why those were on the torch, but I'll take it. Anything horrible gonna happen to us? This looks spooky. I'm gonna have Andrew do it. Yeah, it'll be great. You're a thief, right? It's trapped. Okay, he resisted it. No big deal. He's got a really bad track record with traps so far in this instance. Let's use another quick torch. Ta-da! Before it gets worse. You really have to pay attention to the torch thing. I kind of wish that torch and maybe this game's not designed for such a big screen or something. Although I'm just playing it in 1080, I think. It'd be nice if the map and the inventory could both be displayed side by side instead of these weird little there's like little side banner things of a guy holding a sword. Not really important for me. you could easily fit the inventory and the map on the screen at the same time. So, once again, the direction I was already going to go into has 2 chests. So let's just keep in that direction. How's light doing? 75. Does torch increase a specific amount?
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Alright. Sozni, I'm going to say it's your turn to try to open something. Uh-oh. Oh no! You fucker. Lord Verd, I forgot that your klepto is shit. He just took all that. He totally just stole that money. You son of a bitch. Ah, well fine. I hope you die. This son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to get that cured. Although that gets into some creepy like personality rewriting territory. Alright, Sozni. Oh no, you read something unsettling, and it made you uncomfortable, I guess. You're easily shaken by words that you read, apparently. It's just a book, Sozni, it's fine. Also, War of the Worlds wasn't real, it was just a radio broadcast, don't worry. So, I can go all over the place, or I can go straight down, which is, it'll take me towards what is that, like a treasure room, I think? Who knows what's gonna happen down there, but I do know that the moment I go down there, I'm gonna have to fight something, so let's get busy. After all, I have to do every fight, right? Alright, back in the knack of things. So, see, do you have a stun ability? You do not have a stun, right? You just have a bleed. So there's 3 humans, shitty acolytes. I'm just gonna go for the AoE, because you can get a whole 3 of them at once, potentially. Pretty high hit chance, and that you could do up to, still not even half their health, but it's some good damage. Wow, he's got a great track record. Multiple times now, the 2 guys in the back have taken 5 damage, and the front person has taken a bit less, but still pretty good. So I can go for a stun. That's gonna be my go-to, just because it means that someone's not gonna get as many hits in. I'm gonna stun the guy that's gonna be around for longer potentially because he has 9 hit points. Success? Yes. Their stun resistance is only 25%, so not very high. Good to know. I can attack somebody and heal myself in the process, or I can go for a stun also. I'm gonna try to stun the other guy. Also a very high chance of success. Come on. Yes, double stun. So his stun's already over, so that he was about to go next, and it's already over now. Oh, Jesus. They're taking away my light. Let's light up again. Keep those torches burning. Okay. So your main ability is you can do you can stress heal and do protection, or you can increase your hit chance and damage. How's your chop doing? 7 to 14 damage. Oh, well, not a great hit chance. Should I just go for it? Let's just go for it. We'll go for the guy who is currently not stunned, and hope for the best. Success. He's out. Alrighty. He didn't have a great hit chance, which seems to be a part of the thing about the Leper. He seems to have brute strength, but not very good coordination. Probably because he can't feel his limbs. That might be what's going on here. Let's look at... Wait, no, that's not what I meant. Can I look at main G real quick? Ah, there we go. Is there a specific ability? Someone said that there was a forward ability on this character, I think, that let him move forward. Oh, that might have been the Jester. I might be mixing the people up. Yeah, there's no forward moving ability here. I think someone was talking about the Jester. I'm mixing up my melee dudes. So, I think right off the bat, I should just go for another stun, right? 78, 67. We'll go for the guy that has a higher success rate. The more I can remove my opponents from the fight, the better I am at avoiding incoming damage in general. So I could go for a pistol shot, or I could go for, let's see, 3 to 8 damage, 67% chance. Yeah, this could actually wipe him out. Or I could miss. Maybe I should have used... There's definitely a reason to sometimes use the take aim ability, because if you don't, you're going to spend a lot of time trying to, you could definitely miss multiple times in a row if you're not lucky. Go for another stun. 73% chance. Oh, resisted. Only 25% chance of success, but I guess it was my 4th stun, so statistically it was bound to happen sooner or later. I'm just going to commit to those stuns. Anyone who has stuns can keep people out of combat. I'm going to go to take aim, because I should have done that before, because my miss chance is a little higher than I want it to be. I've always been bad about that. Back in the day, so much blood. Back in the day, I would play games like Pokemon, and I would have characters where every single person in my party would have multiple... Let's go Zealous Accusation just to do damage to these guys. 3 to 7? Yeah. I would always... Oh, Jesus. It's over. Okay.
This expedition at least promises success.
Hey, money. Here we go.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I was about to say, does anything I have heal bleed, but I guess he's over his bleed now. Okay. But yeah, in Pokemon days, I would always have... Everyone in my party would have 4 attacks, because I didn't understand the value of wasting an entire turn buffing myself, but I'm clearly seeing a value here, because many times I just don't... Ooh. It has a keyhole in it. Does that mean I can only open it with a key? Because... Good news, I have a key. What's the deal here? So it's a Brigand Bloodletter. He's really big with a giant health bar. 35 health. So does he count as 2 slots is what I'm wondering. Because normally there's 4 slots per party, and he's got a plus size health bar, so I wonder if he takes up 4 spots in his inventory. Either way, I think it makes sense to, let's see, what is my stun chance? 85%? Oh, 85% chance to hit, but a 50% chance of it being resisted. I'm gonna go for buffing myself up, because this might be a brutal fight. Let's do what we can to even our odds a bit. Should I go for offensive or defensive buff on this character? I might go for, let's see, stress heal 20% or massive increase in damage and oh, decrease in accuracy. That's important to keep track of. I keep thinking of buffs as being positive. I think I'm gonna go for another shield. Buff up my front guys to take less damage and get these guys ready to so let's bleed their front guy. Did it work? Bleed, success. He only had a 25% chance of resisting, which I read right afterwards. Yep, they're immediately doing an AoE against my front group, but thankfully multiple of them are pretty buffed up right now. I'm gonna go for a party heal. Only 1, but that means 4 overall. Not terrible for a heal. Slice and dice. Thankfully, we are highly resistant. And a decent chunk of the enemy... Oh,
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Wow, that was a crit, and the crit did 1 damage. If only Sosny could see stats and know that wasn't actually dangerous. I'm gonna take aim with my rogue, my highwayman, to increase his effectiveness for the rest of the fight, because this might be a long fight. So front loading some buffs is probably the best approach. You'll be fine. You're our healer. Don't stress, please. Don't stress. Oh yeah, should I use how are we doing on light? 75. Buff it up a bit.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
That'll help our increased resist chance. Do I have anything that'll help with... Yeah, nothing that'll necessarily help with bleeding. Do I have anything in my inventory? Nothing's really lit up. Oh, I just used torch, so I probably can't use anything else in my inventory for now. Okay, so... If I attack with this, he will Sozi will self-heal. That's good. Should I go for a stun? Not a great chance of success, but if I go for it, it could really take a chunk out of the enemy party. I think I'm just gonna go commit to the heal. 1 once again. Hey, that undoes. That's as much damage as their crit was if I put it in that perspective. Aha! Wait, what did I resist? Because I'm also bleeding. Maybe I was already bleeding. Ow! Jeez, we've taken some damage there. This is not ideal. They have a tough front guy. Let's try to knock. If I can knock him back. That would be handy. So if I knock them back, it messes with their party composition, and I can wail on their background rogue characters. Let's try to go for it. Please? Ah, resist. Gosh dang it. Okay, so if I go for the stun or an AoE, let's go for the stun. Try to keep him from reacting much. Resist. This guy is stubborn. Thankfully, he seems to only be doing 1 damage at a time. Oh, that bleed, though. That bleed is the real goal, isn't it? Uh-oh. They're hurting my healer now. Not ideal. He's going to build up on stress when I don't want him to. We are actually taking damage. I might want to camp shortly after this. This might be the toughest encounter of this particular dungeon. That might be why it was lit up in such a fashion. So, I could go for more heals. I could go for an AoE shot. Let's see. They're 2 to 5, 2 to 5. Oh, it won't hit the back guy. So the front guy does take 2 slots. Well, I already took aim, so how does pistol shot do? 3 to 8 damage. That's good. Okay. crit chance 23%. That's excellent. If I'm lucky, I could do some serious damage to this guy and maybe even wipe him out. Or I could do 7. 7's good too. I mean, at least, especially in the perspective of this game in general. I'm gonna keep the party heal up just to counteract some of the damage that's coming at us. Hey, a lucky 2. Twice as effective, but still a small number. We're taking some damage. Is my buff gone? No, it's not. I still have 20 protection. Okay. You knocked me into the back. That was rude. Thankfully, I can still use my moves properly from back here, so, you know, it's alright. So, how does Smite do? 6 to 12 damage. If I'm lucky, this could actually kill him. Or it could completely miss. The odds are not in my favor today. The moment this bloodletter is out of the way, I have a much better shot. Because he is a pest. 7 to 14, please. There we go.
A victory.
That was about as high as that roll could get.
Perhaps a turning point.
Let's wipe some dudes out now. You guys are in danger. So, I can go for the AoE to do 2 to 5 to each, or I could go for the bleed. 4 to 9 damage plus bleed. Yeah, that's probably the right way to go. If I do it on this back... Oh, so 10% crit chance. If I do it on this back guy, the bleed could do serious damage and add completely wiping him out, ultimately. There we go. Oh, or he can resist it. Still, half his health is gone in one hit. There's worse things. We are taking some damage today. Yeah, I might need to camp soon. Particularly this front guy. Does he have a self-heal? He has a stress heal, a knockback, and just some attacks, basically. Okay, 7 to 14, 7 to 14. Let's see if I can wipe this guy out. His hit chance is really difficult. Yep. Unfortunately, the Leper misses almost every time. Okay, so I could go for a stun, or I could go for an AoE heal. The heal's not super effective. At this point, my best chance is probably just to get someone to stop moving. Success! Finally! Someone actually got stunned in this fight. I was starting to think that wasn't even a feature anymore. Alright. If I'm lucky, I can get another one off. Come on. Yes! It's like we're not even fighting enemies now. Awesome. Now let's just make some people bleed. Can you even dodge when you're stunned? I guess mechanically you probably can, but it's a little silly. What's his buff? Plus 20% stun resist? Oh. He specifically used something to help with the fact that he was stunned a moment ago. Okay. Well, I can reduce someone's accuracy if I use Intimidate, or I can try to go for a chop. Let's see, 4 to 8 damage to either of them. Higher chance of hitting the guy in the front. Both of them will probably die if it hits them. Or it can keep missing them. Main G is just on top of things. Anything I can do to improve their hit chance needs to happen as soon as possible. Because that is not ideal. Okay, so stun resist, they both have increased stun resist, not ideal. Still gonna go for it, I think, both because this is my way of doing damage and a way of stunning. Or it could get completely dodged. Alrighty. Proud of you. Never been more proud. Can I AoE both of them? 3 to 7? Alright, I might take them both out right now if I'm lucky. I was almost lucky. 1 hit point left. Stubbornness. He must have inherited the stubbornness of the guy that used to be in front. Well, so much for that. Stubbornness still bleeds, motherfucker.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Oh no! I can't carry food. Can I just eat some food? Oops, I should have used it as this guy. There we go. And now I can carry the food. Haha! So, who has the most hit points? Oh god, not Lord Verd. Let's have our highwayman do it. Let's try to open this chest, just in case there's a trap. I also might need the key for it. A crest with your family sigil. Oh, we just open it? It's trapped! You just have the worst chance with traps, don't you, today? That guy's getting constantly attacked.